Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the Creative Council. My name is Natasha, and today we're going to be discussing the meaning of cars or vehicles, specifically cars in a dream. So there's different types of cars people dream about, and so I'll discuss a couple of those. But typically, a car is what God uses to move you from one place to the next. It's going to represent a personal ministry, your destiny, your calling on your life, a career, occupation. So it just really depends, and you can tell by the type of car, the color, the size. Those kind of things will give a good indication, as well as what you are doing and where you are actually in your physical life. So, like I said, in a dream, it's the objective of a car in general is to get you from one place to the other. So, in a dream is what God uses to move you from one place to the next. So, like I said, destiny, calling, career, occupation, things of that nature. Now, let's say it's an armored car. So, an armored car has extra layers. So, that's God's protection. And also, it's a level of trust there, because not only is it protection, but it's a representation of you being able to carry valuables, things that are valuable for God. And He's placed that in your care. So there's a level of trust there, and you're getting that thing from one place to the next. Let's say you're driving in a limo or a limousine. That is typically someone else is going to be driving. You have a chauffeur, and that's going to be a representation of someone else or something taking you to your destiny. So it's not going to be in your control. So you're not going to be in control of that. There will be someone else driving you and leading you. So it may be Jesus. It may be, someone else. Maybe it's a husband if you're married or something. But it's not in your control. But with the limo, there will be a level of comfort there. It won't be uncomfortable in the process, and you will get there to your destination in style because it's a limo. And that also is a representation that God has there's a really specific calling on your life if you're having dreams of driving in limousines or whatnot. So pay attention to that. Now, if it's a minivan, minivans represent family, typically, because usually that's where you carry moms carry their family, soccer moms and stuff. Families can fit in a minivan, so that's a representation of family if you're dreaming of a minivan in a dream. So what about a taxi car? So a taxi you pay to drive, like Uber, Lyft, taxi car. So that's going to be a representation of you getting to where you need to go, but it's going to cost you to get to your destination. And that usually is not the objective of God. He wants to get you to where he wants to take you, and it won't cost if you do it God's way. But if you're in a taxi or car, it's usually you're going to have to front the price to get to where you're going. And sometimes it can be positive, like there is a cost, there may be a price to ministry, or there may be a cost to the calling and the lifestyle that God has called you to. So it could be positive too, but you always, like I said, want to look at the details of that so you have more context. And then, so what about if you are sitting in the car with someone else is driving, you're sitting next to them, you're a passenger, or you're in the back seat. So that is, again, a representation of you not being in control and not being in control of the destination and the timing of it. So you're riding along, but you're not in control. So you may be a part of a ministry or a part of a occupation or a job or a destiny, a calling, assignment or mission, but you're not necessarily in control of the timing and the destination when you'll get there. And so it's not really up to you, but it's up to who's driving. So you're going to want to note who's driving the car. So I've had a dream like that before where Jesus was driving the car, and obviously it wasn't up to me where I was going and when I was going to get there, but I was enjoying the ride with him, and sometimes that's what it's about too. So some negative things with cars that people have in dreams as well, like common ones are car crash. So what if you're driving and you crash your car? So that can be negative or positive, and someone say, how that? Well, on the negative, it's blatantly the enemies. He's trying to destroy what God has called you to do and leave you stranded and hanging dry out there with nothing. So he wants to destroy the calling. A car, like it represents a ministry, a calling or whatever. So he's trying to destroy the ministry, destroy the calling, occupation, career, whatever. He wants that to be destroyed and to leave you stranded. So that could be a warning dream that God is showing you. And then also on the positive, it could also be a warning dream too. But on the positive, if a car crashes, it could be God has something new for you. And the reason that the car crashes is because you're not wanting to leave the old. And so the car crashing forces you to go into the new thing. So I hope that makes sense. So it could be a little hesitation on your behalf and you not wanting to embrace the new thing God is doing. So the car crashing, the ministry, the career, whatever it is, relationships, crashing so that he can bring you into the new thing he wants you to come in and walk into. So now, what if you have a dream and you're driving and then suddenly you're just standing there and like you're not driving anymore, like you're out of the car, like it just vanished? Well, that's a warning dream, and that's going to be that telling you that, you know, the calling or the ministry or the destiny, whatever it is, representation in your life at the time is about to come to an end. So God wants to show you that so that you can be prepared. Now, if it breaks down, that's the issue with you just being stagnant. So you're going to want to pay attention to that as well. But yeah, these are all elements you want to pay attention to. So just seek the Lord about it. But anyways, hope that was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Until next time, be healed, be whole, be free. Bye.